All right, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, terrifies most people: stock market crashes. But what if I told you we've been looking at them all wrong? What if a crash isn't a disaster at all, but actually the best sale you'll ever see?
Okay, so picture this. It's a scenario that can make even a seasoned investor's stomach drop. You check your phone, you look at your portfolio, and it is a sea of red. The market has absolutely tanked, down 30%. What's your first instinct? Your gut is screaming, right? It's asking one simple question. Is it time to panic? And look, that gut reaction is totally normal. Our emotional brain kicks into high gear and just yells, panic, it's over, sell everything before it goes to zero. But what if we could train ourselves to have a different reaction? A rational one that sees the exact same numbers and thinks, whoa, hold on, this is an opportunity. Everything I wanted to own is on sale. It's time to buy more. That little shift in perspective, well, that's the whole game right there. So let's totally reframe this whole idea. From now on, we're not going to call it a crash. We're going to call it a sale. A massive 30% off everything must go sale. I mean, think about it. If your favorite store announced a 30% discount, you wouldn't run away screaming. You'd run towards it, right? This is where the whole sale idea really starts to make sense. If you're someone who's already investing a little bit of money every month, a market drop is fantastic news. Why? Because that same amount of money you were already planning to invest suddenly has way more buying power. You are literally getting more for your money. Let's just make this super, super simple. Imagine your plan is to invest just $100 every single month. That's it. It's a consistent amount you've decided you can put into the market, come rain or shine. And here is the magic of the sale in action. At full price, your $100 might buy you, let's say, 10 shares of whatever you're investing in. But during our big 30% off sale, that exact same $100 now gets you about 14 shares. You just got almost 43% more of the exact same asset without spending an extra dime, all because you bought when things were cheap. Okay, so knowing it's a sale is one thing, but how do you actually get yourself to buy? Because let's be real, it is psychologically painful to put money in when everyone else is freaking out. That's why you don't rely on courage. You rely on a system, an automatic strategy that takes fear and emotion right out of the equation. It has a kind of boring name, dollar cost averaging, but the idea is brilliant. You invest a fixed amount of money, like our $100, on a totally regular schedule. Maybe it's the first of every month. Who cares? You just set it and forget it. By doing this, you automatically buy some shares when prices are high, but you buy even more shares when prices are low. Over time, your average cost gets smoothed out, and you completely avoid the impossible game of trying to guess the perfect moment to buy. So here's the playbook. It's so simple, it's crazy. Step 1, pick an amount you can actually afford to invest consistently. Step 2, put it on a schedule and make it automatic. And step 3, and listen, this is by far the hardest part, you have to ignore the noise. Ignore the scary headlines. Ignore the daily ups and downs. You're playing the long game now. So what does this actually look like over time? This is where we get to the payoff. This is why you do it. Because embracing that short-term pain, that feeling in your stomach when you see your account balance go down, is precisely what sets you up for unbelievable gains down the road. When you zoom out and look at the big picture, it all becomes crystal clear. Yeah, that crash in year 1, it feels absolutely huge in the moment. But by year 10, you're not even thinking about it. You're just seeing growth. By year 20, the magic of compounding is doing all the heavy lifting for you. And by year 30, that early pain has been completely transformed into a massive reward, a level of wealth you never could have reached if you'd panicked and sold. Now, the source material for this explainer uses a pretty cool word for this. It calls it achieving immortality. Obviously, it doesn't mean you're going to live forever. What it means is building a kind of financial security that can outlast you, that can weather any storm, and can provide for you and your family for the very, very long term. That's the real prize for staying disciplined. So what is the one tool you have that gives you an almost unfair advantage in this whole process? It isn't some secret stock tip. It isn't a fancy algorithm. It's actually something much, much simpler than all that. Your single greatest asset, the one thing you have that no one can take away, is time. The more time you have, the more of these market sales you'll get to shop at. And even more importantly, the more time you give all those extra shares you bought on sale to compound and grow on their own. It's time in the market, not timing the market, that truly builds wealth. So let's leave it there. History has shown us, without a doubt, that another market sale is coming. We don't know if it's next month or next year, but we know it's on its way. The only real question is, now that you're in on the secret, will you see it as a catastrophe, or will you be ready to go shopping?